Are you ready?
Oh yeah, race fans, Next Gen Broadcasting coming at you live, Pismo Beach, California, and we are here to get it done again tonight, folks. We got Hung Throttle coming at us really fast here and really strong at Richmond, folks. It's going to be one heck of a race, and they're going to be getting it done in these big bad trucks. Man, we got one heck of a show. We got one heck of a crew on tonight. Really stoked and excited to bring you all of this action. All of this, of course, brought to you today by Blaze Pizza. We got him right here, and we got the man on, in charge of that joker. Let's see if we got him on board. Great, you got a copy.
Oh yeah, brother.
All right, welcome back, my man. Let's get you up on the screen, dude.
Hey man, looking forward to a great race here tonight at Richmond. Everybody practiced very well, but I got my eye on a couple of guys, and I'm thinking they're gonna be doing some damage tonight, and I'm looking forward to a great race.
Man, and me too. I mean, Richmond is one of those challenging tracks, small track. I mean, it's really going to test that patience out there. Of course, that driver know-how of tire wear and whatnot. I mean, it's going to be a who's who when it comes to this competition. And speaking of some of this competition and this track, let's bring up our man Tom Freitas here. Tom, you got a copy? He's going to go around the track a little bit with us and see what we got going on. Let's bring him up on your screen. Tom, there you are. What up, dude?
Yo, what's going on, Chris?
Now, we're about ready to get crazy at Richmond tonight, buddy. I mean, it's one of your favorite tracks, right? Come on, gotta be. Every track's your favorite.
It is. Richmond, I love racing here at Richmond. You know, it's the short track that races like a speedway, good two-wide racing, multi-group track. I look for these guys to put on an awesome show tonight.
Well, let's go ahead and bring up that track real quick, and why don't you give us a quick holler on her and let us know what it's going to be all about here tonight at Richmond.
Yeah, definitely. So again, the Hung Throttle gang tonight is at Richmond Raceway. It's an older track, 1946 was built here. It's a 3/4 of a mile B-shaped oval tonight. 14 degrees of banking in the turns, 8 on the front stretch, 2 on the back stretch. Guys are looking at about 93, 97 laps on a tank of fuel. So most likely, talking to some of the drivers, you most likely one pit stop tonight for these guys. So look for them to, maybe manage tires a little bit, and are they going to, run that fuel all the way out, then come in for freshies, or what are they going to do? Very interested to see how their strategies are going to play out. Because again, they have no fast repairs tonight, and they only have 2 extra sets of tires once they take the green flag.
Oh man, so you got 2 extras, and so that's tire management. What do you know about that tire management there, Greg?
I tell you what, that's going to be the key. I've always compared races like this to, how hard you want to run. You want to run hard early to get a lead, be able to stretch it out, but, or do you want to stay in the back and conserve your tires, and that's peanut butter and jelly when it comes to comparisons. But, I'm of the preference of where I will just maintain my tires for a run, and who knows, you may have that last set at the last pit stop. Cautions may fall your way, and you'll have an extra set at the end of the race when you need them. So that's pretty much the strategy that I would play personally.
Nice. Okay. Well, that does. I mean, that brings it all up to, and we're also going to be, when it comes down to that tire pressure or the tire wear. Also, we're looking at that tire pressure, Greg, right? Because we're going to be working a night race tonight, so track temperature. It's not going to be quite as crucial as we've seen it, in past races during daytime, hotter climates, things of that nature. So, I mean, of course, that tire pressure and whatnot, I think it may allow these drivers to abuse that a little bit more and may snap them at the end.
Well, I completely agree, because with slower track temperatures, drivers are going to be willing to step on that right front a little more than normal. However, at what price do you pay for it? At what cost do you pay for it? At the beginning of the run, or the last part of the run when you're basically sliding out of control, from corner to corner. So
right.
Tire management will be key.
Yeah, so tire management would definitely be crucial tonight, and we're going to see how these drivers are going to manage that, especially with the race tempo. Out there, they're going to have to judge that on that race tempo. If it's going to be a really fast race tempo, everyone's scooting it, or if there's a little bit of caution going on, a little more loaded up, tires aren't building up that style of long heat. I don't know. We're going to see here in a minute. Tom, thank you so much for that, for your insights there, Greg. But Tom, look, what do you got for us on a driver right now? We got anybody that can take us around this track of Richmond?
Yeah, let me get a hold of Dylan here in the 70 truck.
Cool.
We're going to get him to take us for a lap.
All right, I like that. Let's see if we can bring this dude up here. So drop us over into practice here and see if we can't muster up a little bit of trouble. All right, dropping over into practice now here, folks, and let's snap her on over and see who we got. We said we got the 8 truck.
Dylan in the 70 truck.
70 truck, thank you. All right, Dylan up, and let's see if we can get him all squared away here. All right, we got him up. Greg is on deck. Let's see what you got here, Greg. There, he's coming out of pits right now, folks. He's rotating around. Now, you got to make sure you keep it on this apron right here till you pass that little cone. Nice exit out here. Going to get her up, get these tire pressures built up here as he scrubs them off a little bit into 3 and 4. Now up to speed, across the start finish line. High RPMs. Letting it roll. Woo-hoo-hoo! Cold tires right there all day long. As he saves it, gets back into it. Lifts, let it rotate, get it down to the bottom. Roll into that block, bring her out to the wall. Ever so close to that wall. You want to have all of this arc right here. Early arc. Pull to the bottom line. Brings it back up. We got traffic. Ooh, we got a spinner. Again, so what he's looking for is that smooth on the throttle right here. Roll onto it. Bring it on out. Let that thing just take all kinds. And then, whoop, off that thing. Let her roll, let her roll, let her roll. Maybe a little break in there. Get her back into it again. Yo, we gone again. And they're going to be doing this all night long. And as of course, we're going to have trucks and everything else all up and around them. And so they're going to be judging their lines. It's not going to be this race line that you see right here, folks. It's going to be a high line, a low line. You're going to have to shorten your entries, sometimes prolong them, depending on where that traffic's at and what's going on. You see they're all in practice right now, getting crazy with it, trying to find that speed for their qualifying. Highest positions are really going to matter here tonight, especially on this short track. That track position, it's going to be a little more difficult to pass here due to the fact, not a lot of race area. Good thing is they'll do on these turns, 3 and 4, 1, 2. You see them, they're pretty wide, but that wall come up quick, like real quick. Right there, as you see, as he was working that thing, just really giving us a good demonstration of what we're going to be looking at tonight. Thank you all to the 70 truck out there. Dylan's getting it done and giving us a good demo of Richmond tonight. That's really looking forward to these guys jumping on over. What's our time count there, Tom?
Oh, we got about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to practice.
Okay, roger all of that. Now let's see if we can, well, real quick. Greg, how is business over there at Blaze Pizza? Let's talk about that real quick, if you don't mind.
I believe he had to step away for a moment, Chris.
Roger that. You got it. All right, we'll get back to Blaze Pizza. You called it picking it. The doorbell rang is what happened, folks. I guarantee you that, all right? So, it's his Blaze Pizza out the door right now. I hope he's brought enough to share. All right, so, Tom, your feelings for tonight here, and what truck are you thinking?
So, I'm going to have to say I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Dylan in that 70 truck.
Okay.
He basically led all but one lap last year in the race. And also won the Road to Pro race here earlier in the trucks. So he's got a really good short track program, it sounds like. I look for him, as long as he can keep the truck in one piece, I think he's going to be a force to reckon with tonight. And
that's the other thing too, is, keeping that truck into one piece, aero. It's not going to be a crucial, huge factor, but at the same time, with fenders pushed in, that could upset the handling and balance of a truck, and wear those tires and create more heat in those tires than you're initially wanting into those runs. So keeping that clean truck's definitely, always one of those crucial points of any kind of a race, no matter what you're in, is keeping that thing clean and showing that patience. And Richmond is one of those patience tracks due to the fact short track, wide, wider style of a track, so lots of room to run and different ways of entering in and exiting out when it comes to these turns. So we're going to see a lot of that side by side. I think that an outside line rotating on the inside can keep that guy pinched down and then get those RPMs and get that thing to torque. Due to the fact, if you notice, you got to roll into that throttle as you're coming out. So that guy that's trying to roll on that throttle I need to get my hold on a second here, folks. I got you. All right, so not to scale, all right, but we got a little something here for you. So Batmobile, all right, and of course Earnhardt, desktop Earnhardt, So these cars rotating around, basically center wise. This guy's going to try to have to get on his truck a little bit more, and then he's going to get a little loose and so he's got to work it. This guy's going to be able to ease his throttle, bring it up next to the wall, get that momentum, and clear him on the outside. So not look to see that inside line really making its huge factor and role, there, and you're going to put a lot of heat and load in the tires. So again, wearing those things off. I'm thinking that middle to higher line might play its role tonight. What do you think there, Tom?
Definitely, Chris. I'm watching guys in practice here, and I'm watching a lot of guys run that second to third lane, and having some really good laps and some really good control. They're getting amazing runs off the corners down the straightaway. So I think after about 15 to 20 laps, once those tires start to wear in a little bit, you're going to see guys looking up high for that grip. And also, again, it's nighttime, the track's cool.
Okay.
As that track rubbers up more, you're going to see them, searching these multiple lanes for where that optimal grip is.
Yeah,
And
let's do. Oh, there he is. How you doing, Greg?
Oh, hey, well, no problem, guys. Absolutely, I completely agree with Thomas. As the tires wear, as I'm watching practice, there are a lot of guys getting loose off the corners. Hopefully that condition will improve as the race progresses. But yeah, I'm noticing a lot, especially out of 3 and 4.
Throttle
I'm
control is going to be the key.
I'm spotting that higher arc though. The higher arc in, kind of not really holding that bottom too terribly tough, and it's allowing that truck to have the RPMs and horsepower as they're coming out on the exit, and allowing to place that power down on that track, of course, and not putting as much load on the tire. As I'm watching, and probably the 70 truck, because he was the one who's running it pretty decent there.
Well, I look for people that are consistent in practice, and I have my eye on a couple of people that we'll probably discuss during the race.
Nice.
That I'll probably earmark. These guys have done in practice what I expect people in practice to do. Not overdrive, taking care of their equipment and, seeing what they will have, for a race. So I do have my eye on a few people. It's going to be a good race, without question.
Yeah, I think I'll keep an eyeball on the 41 and the 18. I think tonight. So Ty Cole and James Morris. See those two cats may have a little something to offer. I'm watching the 41 right now in practice, and he's running himself a good consistent line. I like his entries and his exits so far. Nice rotation around the centers. I think he's gonna he's gonna be one of the ones who's gonna manage those tires, and that's what I'm looking for tonight. Who's gonna manage the tire and show that patience out there? Whoa! We just see the 40. Whoa! And just as I say it, woo! And that's what happens. You lay that power down a little much. So I may be speaking a little quick on my picks, but I don't know. I still got faith in him. Tom, what is our count now until the start of qualifying?
You got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Ooh, roger that. So now we got Greg on back here. Let's give a little holler about Blaze Pizza real quick, since we got you on deck here and on board. We'll get into the rest of the sponsor in a second. But man, how's business over there?
Business is all good, bro. Hey, we over here at Blaze Pizza, we believe in the 5 principles. We have fast, friendly smiles, lively, fun interactions. We always say yes. Zoom, go really fast, and exceed expectations. If you guys don't have a Blaze near you so far, it's the best fast casual restaurant that you can find right now. And being in that we're in the middle of a pandemic or post-pandemic, as you want, as depending on who you talk to, we're still going to be there obtaining and maintaining all the standards that we need to do to provide our customers and our guests with the best quality service and the best quality product, period, bar done. So all you have to do, go to www.blazepizza.com, look up a location in your area, and we have such a variety of pizzas and stuff there. Oh my God, and if you want it really, really fast for lunch, dinner, hell, even for breakfast. You just go ahead and look us up online, find your location nearest you, and go in and get one of the best pizza experiences of your life. They're custom made. You watch the pizzas as they're made from start to finish in the oven, 180 seconds, and you're eating great food.
And
so check us out at blazepizza.com.
And he is not lying either, folks. And one little bit about the pizza, it is incredible. You literally get to build this thing right there. I didn't even order when I pre-order. I just walked in to our local Blaze and literally got to pick out my toppings. They placed that thing together, and then I'm thinking, oh man, okay, they got to put it in the oven. This is going to take a long minute. And so I get there and I start messing around on my phone, and all of a sudden they holler out my name, Chris, and I'm like, what? Did I freak to pay or something? Your pizza's done. And I'm like, who's you, huh? And that was a few minutes, man, minutes. I barely had a chance to mess around on the phone and stuff. And it was great. I was totally unexpected and in a time crunch because I was getting ready for a broadcast. So, oh man, so it was fantastic. Fur Blaze really step up in that matter, and the pizzas are phenomenal. They really are, and you get to build them your way. It's pretty good stuff. So we're just going to bring up the rest of our sponsors here, of course, for Hung Throttle. We got SFM Customs doing great work when it comes down to those custom cars and trucks and everything else. Of course, we have eSports logo designs, creating some amazing graphics here. You're going to be seeing a lot of that coming up here in Next Gen Broadcasting, doing some pretty good work over there, and you know, always for anyone and everyone else. So look them up online if you are looking for some kind of graphics to be done for, of course, your broadcast or whatnot. And then when it comes down to, oh yeah, how can I forget? We got Cole. Ramsey Cole Racing, super sorry on that one. But Ramsey Cole Racing, great establishment out there, you know, strong racers. So you know, go and check them out whenever you can. But man, good sponsors, of course, have Hung Throttle. Of course, we got Blaze right here with us, Mr. Greg. Gonna be getting it done and enjoying tonight's race, calling it out. We're gonna be having all kinds of fun. All right, Tom, what we looking like over there, bud? We're about ready to get over to our festivities.
Yep, they are about 50 seconds into qualifying.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and drop us over into our national anthem tonight, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes for the launch of tonight's race, Hung Throttle Truck Series. Stay tuned on YouTube and Twitch. See you soon.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air,
for the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome your Grand Marshal, chef, restaurateur, and host of Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Guy Fieri.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, race fans, it's time to get crazy with Hung Throttle Truck Series. I'm Chris Paul Amos. We're bringing it to you live, Next Gen Broadcasting, and we got the Truck Series about ready to get dirty at Richmond, man. They're going to go crazy here. Lots of fast trucks, awesome drivers, and we got one heck of a crew aboard here. We got Tom and Greg going to be calling out this race right along with me and sharing all the excitement here as we are looking at the qualifying results right now. Ty Cole put it on pole. Did I just mention something about the 41? I think I did. Don Fish in that second position. Andrew Lewis in the third. James Babb, 44, in the fourth position. Zindell Collins in the fifth. James Morris, 18 truck for him. In that sixth position, Dylan Canova. There you go. I always mess that one up. In that seventh position, the 70 truck. Tom was keeping an eyeball on him as well. We got Zach Goodwin in that eighth position in the 8 truck. He's mirroring his efforts tonight. We got John Crow Sr. in that 9th position, 54 truck. We got the 10th position, Josh in the 46 machine. And no, I didn't see your last name because I forgot how to do it again. But I'll get it right, though. No worries. But Josh hanging out in that top 10. Got the 11th position of Richard Mulligany in the 22 truck. We got the 12th position of Cody Morgan in that sixth dog right there. We got 13th position Russ. Most of it? Yeah, that's it. And then in that 20 truck, 14th position is Jordan Martin in the 64. 15th, Jeremy Weimer in the 73. We got Shane Posey in the 16th position in an 83 truck. And that's rounding out our field. The other two, just the crazies in here for the broadcasters. Chris Paul Davis and Tom Freitas right there. We're going to be getting it done with Greg on board as well. We got Blaze Pizza here. I hope he brought enough to share because I hope these guys work ourselves up an appetite as we about ready to go green. All right, let's make sure our comms are on, and they are. Greg, you got a copy?
Absolutely.
Woo, buddy, you ready for this?
Man, I am stoked for this. I'm looking at some great-looking trucks out here, and I think we're going to get a great run here. We just need to get a clean start, and I got my eyeball on my guy tonight, Mr. James Babb in the 44.
All right,
he
James Babb.
He practiced very well in practice, and he's made it a point to get practice in, which is what I like to see, and this guy, I think, is going to get it done tonight.
All right. I mean, I wasn't expecting my man Ty right there to be on pole, so I'm already off and running good on this one, you know. And but we got a lot in store for us. We got a 70 truck. What was he putting back in that 7th position? So he'll be up there. He's right there in the top 10. So I'm gonna keep your eye on him.
Oh, definitely.
I have no problem not believing that 70 will be there at the end of the race, but I got my confidence in the 44, baby.
Well, confidence is what these guys need as we go green. All guys, go get some at Richmond. Hung Throttle Truck Series. And they're throwing it down. We are under the lights right now. These guys are going to shine. Working these tires right now, getting those tire pressures up. Everyone trying to be a little bit leery and cautious. It's a long race right here. They want to make sure they got a little something left toward the end.
Wrecking in the back.
Oh, no, we are already in it and on it and all above it now. Woo, we'll let this will and slow up before we even get to our stuff, and we'll see what happened here because it looks like we got a multitude of cautions and crashes here. So let's go and start with, looks like Richard Morgan crashed in the first one here. Bring them on up. Oh, yeah, cold tire sends it in there like that and loses it. Collects the 6, the 64, and looks like everyone else trying to woe and slow it up. Also getting involved there. Looks like we got Shane Posey kind of in that full sin mode as well. Let's see what happens. Yep, here we go. So he comes in at the 85 truck. So he won and slowing it up. and he couldn't whoa and slow it up enough. As he braked, that truck just went straight up, and yeah, man, unfortunate circumstances there, especially with no fast repairs of some sorts. These guys are going to have to get that Barabon, super glue, whatever it takes, and put these trucks back together again.
Well, unfortunately, on cold tires, I've seen a few folks spin out, and at the cost of their truck with 0 fast repairs, it's going to be incredibly difficult for a lot of these drivers to not only be able to maintain on the lead lap, but to be competitive ultimately. It's unfortunate that, on lap 2, like I said, on cold tires, it's inevitable.
Yeah, and it really is. But those are one of those things, and especially with it being a small field, man, you really don't want to be that guy. That one guy. You're like, oh man, because you took out a few trucks, and like I said, I guess they had there's some problems back east right now, big old storm and whatnot. That's hammering down, so we're missing a bunch of drivers tonight. So a lot of these drivers had a chance to capitalize on these points that are ever so crucial and hard to come by. And so for that mishap to happen right at the beginning of the race, with it being a smaller field, I'm sure you got some frustrated drivers out there. I know I would be one.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, now for these drivers that were involved in that accident, they need to try to repair their trucks in increments to try to maintain and maybe possibly leapfrog a person ahead of you that has more damage. I'm looking at trucks on pit road right now. Some have a lot of right front damage. Aerodynamics is not so much important at the short track. However, it's one of those situations where you have damage, so you need to, basically, pick your spots and go for what you can get at this point.
No, absolutely. And you see that the 6 truck right there looked like he may have got some of the worst out of that, as he took a lot of hits to, his front bumper. And so we're going to hopefully keep an eye on him to see if he can get that thing back under repair here. Oh, yeah, look at that thing. That thing is destroyed right there. An innocent bystander there as he was coming around. That truck went up in front of him, and he had nowheres to go. And, again, let's try to grab a little more look. Oh, yeah, that's not looking pretty. So some tire wear there. He got rear spoiler damage as well on the right. He all messed up is what it is. So
yeah.
You're gonna need a lot of Barabon on that truck for sure.
Yeah, he's got basically a parachute on the back of it, which is going to really kill his speed. Hoping, not really hoping. I'm sure what he's hoping is for he can come in on a few stops and get a little bit of that damage and stuff repaired under yellow.
Yeah, but absolutely. But I mean, these rest of these guys are hoping it's going to go green, and here we go. All right, into it, above it, not over it. Green again. We still have Ty Cole in the 41 up there, leading this thing. Good launch. Have the 12 truck rotating outside. That's Andrew. Finds himself a hole below and in front of the 58. As the 58's now getting his drive in. Good dive to the bottom. 12's kind of paving up just a little bit, working that upper lane. As you see, looks like the 58 was trying to work a little bit little lower of a lane there. As you see him going side by side right behind him here. Stacked up. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Ooh! Oh my goodness, hang on to it, my man! Hang on to it! The 58 had himself one heck of a ride there as he was just holding on for dear life as he gave it a little too much throttle as he was underneath on that inside line, just as we were discussing about how that inside line is going to try to get into that throttle. That outside line's going to be able to make it stick, and you've seen exactly what happened as it unfolded right before our eyes. And the 58's now backed up. Was a little bit of an accordion effect, but everybody was able to clear. Fantastic job by everybody around him, because it did. That got pretty sketchy there for a minute. And also great save by the 58.
Oh, absolutely. I'm watching up front now, and here comes Dylan, the number 70 on my guy, Mr. James Babb. He's getting a little loose coming off the corner. And here comes that 70 truck on the inside. he's going to make that pass quite easily.
Woo!
My 44 car needs to.
Maybe. Oh, Precious! Underneath of the 44 goes. Crossover.
He's coming back, baby.
It's going to be one heck of a battle right here. You got Dylan underneath, or on the outside of the 44. The 44 is trying hard right now to get that inside lane to stick, but that 70 is getting that bite off and around the center. Woo, real tight right here as they come out of 2.
Beautiful.
Drag race down the back stretch. Here comes the 70. 70 with momentum on the outside, still holding 44 now, get it pitched and rotating through the center. Gets that thing to stick. Now again, drag race start finish line. These guys are showing no mercy at the moment, and this is all for that. You're looking at 3rd and 4th position battles, and 1st and 2nd are starting to stretch it out just a little bit. As you see now, that has calmed and tamed down.
Oh yeah, well the 44 put up a great fight, but his best right now is, as he's got somebody pursuing him, is to manage his tires just like he did in practice. I think he will be good at the end. Just, you know, that 44 Davis Technologies truck, I do believe has got what it takes to get it done, but just, you know, we're on lap 14, so he can settle in 150 laps. Come on. I mean, yeah. He settles in, he's still my golden goose.
Man, and well, looks like the 46 is looking for that gold at with the goose here as he's trying to rotate on the bottom here. And we saw a spark show by the 49, throwing him some fireworks there as he was trying to exit out of 2 down that backstretch. Now 46 all over that tailgate of that 49, trying to put as much pressure on him. He saw that sparks. He saw the weakness right there, and he's chomping at the bit trying to take advantage of it. But he was able to clear, and we're looking at the battle right behind him now as it kind of stacked them up just a little bit, but just enough for. Woo!
We're starting to beginning to see some of the effects of the tire wear here with guys running their equipment early. So expect a lot of high-pitched calls here because, like I said, until these guys settle down and, you know, you start using their tires the right way, you're going to have a lot of calls there in the booth.
Yep, and you got the 8 truck right now looking underneath, and the 20 of Russ got underneath him, but now he's trying to use that. There he goes, using that outline and able to get that thing. Ooh, we got a caution.
There's a caution, yep.
Oh. All right, well, let's find out what happened here on this one. As soon as we get to
when it happened.
Jordan Martin. All right, so let's get a skinny on what happened here for old Jordan. Look like it's a battle with 64 and 73. 73 just ran out of real estate there and tried to make that the exit of 2 there a little bit, or exit of 2 there a little bit wider, but and it ended up collecting the 64 in the process. So, unfortunate. Turn of events there for the 64, of course. When he's just running, and that's racing right there. One driver's mistake causes more drivers to be involved, and let's hope they can get it cleaned up and get those trucks straightened up and still have something at the end to get some kind of points. 64 truck looked like he got himself some really heavy damage there on that rear tailgate, and of course the right rear quarter panel right there. He gonna need some work on that bed for sure.
The amount of damaged trucks that are cycling through right now gives the front runners a little bit of a breather. Not to say that something can happen to them, but right now there's going to be a lot of damaged race trucks battling for positions, and I have to check the point standings, but I got to imagine that every point is important. So, a lot of these guys are getting back out there, getting damage that they can get repaired, done, and getting back out there and battling because points are everything.
Oh, absolutely. Tom, how you doing over there, bud? What are you thinking on track status and where? I mean, these guys looking about pitting, no pitting. We're gonna run this thing out. We're 20 laps into this thing.
I mean, honestly, at this point in time, I would say probably gonna see a lot of trucks stay out, only because you can't make it yet if you're pitting out for fuel. You're still a little short of that fuel window. I'm expecting most of the guys to stay out. So I've been watching Dylan in the 70 truck and Ty in the 41 truck. They are the two consistent, running consistent laps, and consistently the two fastest trucks on the track are now running 1 and 2. So I'm very curious to see how this restart goes and if that trend will continue here.
Yeah, 70 truck has really moved himself through the field here. He started himself in 7th position and worked his way through with, looks like, 0 incidents and damage and whatnot. So he should be looking pretty good. We did see him running pretty solid and strong in practice. I'm really excited to see exactly what he's going to have to offer on this restart as well. Especially since I picked the 41 truck. Come on! Tom, we're going to go head-to-head again, I guess. See, huh? All right.
It's what we usually do. So,
woo, baby, you know this. And yeah, go with the grape.
Hey, sorry about that, but didn't mean to step on you. But 70 car is undeniably strong here tonight. So I don't have no doubts at lap 22 with all the damaged trucks behind him. He will make his way to the front. I'm still with my 44 truck. He's still undamaged. He's ready to go. But I got to tell you something. That 70 truck looks like a beast tonight.
Well, I don't know what's going on with us or what, man, but all three of us are right up here in the front right now. I mean, I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen when we get behind the wheels with each other. All right, this guy's going to look too, or what? What are you thinking? Here we go, folks. We're going to be able to drop the hammer one more time. Green, green, green. Go get some, boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Drag race, out to start, good launch. And we are up and going here.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Hold your breath for a minute. 70 truck just getting him wobbles on as he gets to the outside for the lead.
He is not playing any games. That 70 is trying to check out on everybody.
And he did. He got around him on the outside right there on the start, which, again, get into that truck's, right, the left side right there, kind of pitching down the 41. Gave him the opportunity to keep those RPMs up, launched around the outside, made it look easy. But the 41 is coming back for his attack. As now we're trying to get those tire pressures, back up, scrub them off real quick, get that rhythm, get that pace. That's what we're looking for.
Oh, absolutely. Dylan has run in the RTP Road to Pro Series in this particular vehicle, and he knows what it takes. So I have no doubt. Everybody needs to buckle down and save their tires because this 70 truck may coming around to gobble them up a lot sooner than later.
We're seeing a really fierce battle between the about 4th to about 6th and 7th positions now. The 18 truck, James Morris, rotating on the inside. 49 truck out on the outside, making it stick, but got to be careful of that outside wall. It will bite you, as we've seen it done plenty of times before. The 46 now getting his run on the inside. Great rotation underneath there. Bite off and launch, but now the 49 is going to go ahead, cross him back over and see if he can snag that position back away from him again. But we do have the 46 with that outside line. Now Josh with his drive and run up. Connecticut boy trying to show his stuff and did get that run off the outside and now moving himself forward. Up in that middle line right now is just seeing a few of these trucks starting to do the same, looking back at the 54 also getting his run around the 20. 20 is now drifting back a little bit, but here comes the 8 truck. 8 truck rotating outside now, trying to find that run, but the 20 holding him off, and here comes the 58. 58's having himself a little bit of troubles throughout today, but a little scrape, a little whatnot, but now he's still driving and going fast as he is in that 10th position now, trying to hold off and hold into that top 10. 8 right there on the outside. These guys are side by side and not giving an inch right now. Great pacing through the centers right here. Everyone doing themselves a fantastic job, running their lines. Ooh, 8 truck coming down. 54 truck pushing high. We may see a little bit of a coordinate. Oh, the 8 truck getting on the throttle right there and putting on the show as he walks that thing sideways. Woo! Still battling right now. This is all for about 10th through 9th position. 3 wide right there. You see it rotating on the front bumper. We're going to put you into action now. Woo! Great time move. 3 wide, 58 outside. 54, 58 in the middle, 54 outside. 8 couldn't make it stick, had to drift back and thought the better of it. Looking for his next run, but as he's doing that, he's now coming under attack by the 64. 64 truck rotating on the bottom. Now the 8's getting on the outside trying to find a run, but this is a traffic jam is what this is. 64 looking a little bit lower than the 8 truck, trying to find his way through this LA traffic, if you will, but to no avail, as these guys are still stalled up in the similar positions, fighting for that 12th through the 8th position now. Woo! Starting to get a little wobbly, a little loose, a little forward here. Look at the 20 truck. 18 backing up, 12 truck backing up. Oh, this is going to be a cluster right here. Little mini tornado. Trucks are starting to back up as the guys who were saving tires are starting to move their way forward. And this is one heck of a battle right here. We're talking a good 7-8 trucks all right here from position 1 slip up. And this could take out a really big portion of the field. Everyone holding their lines now. Here comes, look like the 20. Oh, come here, camera.
This is some great racing here, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
The 54 is maintaining, but he got passed by the 8 car. He's going to settle in behind, but it may be his best strategy at this point because there's the fierce racing going up front here. And, of course, the 70 car of Dylan has decided that he wants some lemonade early.
Is he pulling that whole checkout move? Is that what's going on?
Absolutely. He's got a 1.329 second lead right now, my man. 2.696 seconds out of third.
Wow.
So he's trying to check out. So everybody needs to be saving their tires at this point. You know, even the Rabbit has got to get caught at some point. So maybe he can catch a caution, maybe while they're in the pits or whatever. Strategy is going to be still key to where everybody ends up finishing in this race.
I don't know about that whole rabbit thing being caught at some point. You ever seen those Greyhound races and stuff? They got that rabbit run around that track. That dog's never, ever, ever catch. I mean, how frustrating must that be? That's pretty much what I think the 70 may be looking like tonight. He keep up this this crazy, awesome pace he has going on right now. But will his tires hold? I'm sure they will because you know he's now running his program. If he needs to whoa and slow it up, he will, and he'll do what it takes.
Absolutely. Like I said, this is a Road to Pro veteran here. He knows what it takes to get to the front, and he knows how to manage his equipment as he pulls out to a 2.1 second lead over Ty Cole and a 3.55 second lead over my pick for the race. Consistency wins. And Dylan, due to the laps that he's put in, he led over 100 laps in the last race. I have no doubt believing that this guy is going to be hard to beat. So strategy will be key to how you beat him tonight.
No, absolutely. As we kind of bring up the tracker now, and we have, you know, you see the who's up on your board right now of everyone, you know, who's been moving up through the field. We got the 20 truck now getting his run underneath the 44. Great battle with this 4th, 5th, and 6th positions right now. Really impressed with these guys as they will wear down their tire a bit, kind of get then whoa up their run, save it, okay, get past the next guy, now get back into their pace. Everyone's doing what their needs need to be done out here for tonight's race, and it's again a long one. We're not even halfway through it. And, you know, again, everyone's really starting to settle in is what we're looking at.
Well, we're at lap 42, so, you know, no one's really trying to press the issue. Everybody's trying to feel their equipment out and, you know, see what they're going to be able to do on a long run. I don't want to overdrive it. I want to keep that right front intact for a long run because inevitably there may be a caution that comes out that may change the complexion of the race, so you need to be able to manage your equipment as well as be able to be competitive as well and, you know, let the chips, you know, fall where they may.
Oh, absolutely, and chips are starting to come into place right now. 20 truck is moving forward. Russ still on the march as he is trying to pick off another one. Look for Russ to be moving himself into that possible 3rd position past the 41 of Cole. Cole now maybe maybe losing his pace, his race pace a little bit. Wear up a little tire too much in the beginning. As you see now, the 20 truck getting underneath him or looking underneath him now. He's going to try to make this pass and make it quick. He does not want to heat up his tires. He wants to continue his drive forward and get up there to that second position. So hopefully he can start reeling in that race leader. As woo, a nice wiggle, trying to lay down the power. Good save, still keeps the momentum, gets that bottom right there. Now he's going to have to try to get up and clear him. Will he have enough? He does. He looks like he has plenty. No, he doesn't. 41 coming back on him, but he's still going to rotate on the bottom right here, try to cut this thing short, get his truck to plant down the power. 41 looking for that kind of cross to run behind him. 21 gets it cleared, and now moving into the third position. Great job, Russ.
You did a great job there, but I got to tell you, no 41, your pick for tonight. Oh, Ty Cole, I think he's got something. I've been watching him. He's gathered it back up, and he's running smooth lines. He will track the 20 car back down here. That's a great battle for third and fourth.
That's maybe what we're looking at also when it comes down to that is these guys maybe backing off their runs, slowing their stuff down now that they know that things are starting to settle out just a little bit. They're okay. Now we need to maintain this thing. Okay, and a smart driver is going to listen to their lap times. Always listen to your lap times. That's just where your race is at all times. So if you're running it too fast because you practice it, you know that if I'm hitting these 8s or whatever it is, and I need to I need to be slower and even 9s and flats as opposed to. So you blow that up. You rotate your center, your corner a little easier. You come out easier. Trying to not wear those tires down. What that means is putting in heat in those tires and laying in that throttle all the time, really having to fight that wheel. That's you're gonna find a lot of that. There we go.
Absolutely.
Battle underway here. Let's see if we can get our hands on it.
We got to keep an eye on battle for first here. 46 truck has reeled in the 70 truck.
Wow.
Just on got to him right now.
Yep. Good call there, Tom, and welcome back, buddy. Sorry, were we did you miss us or what, bud? How you been? Everything good?
It was all good. I'm working on fuel strategy and working on the calculator and getting all that stuff.
We know you're baby, good. Bite underneath. Someone definitely doing some tire savage right there, as he has himself.
Josh Benoit.
That's it.
Coming off a corner 2 with Dylan in tow. Oh my God, he made a masterful drive to the front of the field and was able to overtake and corner. This guy looks like he's trying to go some places.
Oh no, he go is what it is. But we'll see if the 70 is maybe backing off, saving what tire he need to complete the rest of his run. Or did he abuse him? Now he did stretch out that lead over 3 seconds. He was ahead of the field. So I mean, did he push that truck too hard? Is what I'm thinking.
And you got Russ there in the 20 truck, the biggest mover of the race so far, up 11 spots, just took second. Keep an eye on Russ.
Wow, moving forward again. Now the 70 truck falling back even further now into that third position, as he was our race leader and checked out for a while. But we will see again. That's some of these guys laying back, seeing that my race pace is too much. Let these guys get up there and duke it out and race and wear them up. But then like Tom just mentioned, the biggest mover, of the 20 truck, who was just patiently, methodically working his way through the field, nice and easy and now look at him now, reeling in the first place car and trying to take that lead away. This is gonna be great, man.
I like the pacing of the 46 right now, but I do believe with only, let's see here, we're on lap 56. 75 is halfway, so I'm thinking at this point, a lot of these fast drivers are, kind of settling in. But the 46 has shown some performance. Mr. Josh Benoit in that green truck, in the Ham truck, is out there. He's setting a pace right now that is very impressive this late in the run.
Man, And we're getting a little bit late in the run. We should possibly be looking at some green flag stops coming up soon. What are you thinking their tech there, Tom?
Yeah, these guys are now in their fuel window to make it to the end. So it's basically going to come down to when do they want to pit for them 4 fresh fuel goods and continue on. So
as Josh just takes that lead away and continuing on, he is doing. Wow.
Yeah.
Great run by the 46 of Josh right now in that lead and showing the way here. We will be seeing some green flag stops happening here soon. And let's try to kind of go through the field, if we will. We got Russ in that second position. And shortly behind him was our race leader. He was checked out there for a while. Dylan is in that 70 truck. He is rounding out that third position. 64 truck had himself a little bit of incidents, now finding himself into that fourth position. Look at that. This is exactly why you don't quit. And look at the tailgate of that thing right now. A little banged up, but that's what you do with the Chevy, okay? You bang it up and the thing just goes faster. All right? Get me into it. Dropping back to a little bit further into the fifth place, the 44 James Babb. We got Greg's pickup on deck here in that top 5, running pretty solid. Got the 18 of James Morris in that 6th position. He getting her done too. Got a possible battle happening a little bit behind him with my pick of Ty Cole of the 41, sitting back in the 7th and 8th. Battle between 7th and 8th position right here. We have Collins right behind him. Collins getting it done as he is in the 8th position, but now being challenged on the outside by the 8 truck of Zach. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was a lap down truck. Sorry. We have the 8 truck right now, who is actually in battles with the 58 right now. So these guys are looking side by side. You see the 58 who got himself in a massive amount of damage in the beginning. Still holding strong though, and on that lead lapper, and looking for of course these next green flag stops coming up. Get them 4 freshens on. Maybe add a little more tape to that thing and be all right. But I guarantee you, he was one of the ones who was possibly looking for that caution so he can get some damage fixed on that truck. We got 5 lap downer right here, I believe. 50, no, possibly. We'll get more about that here in one moment here. Yeah, 54 is 1 lap down. Saul's in the 76 is lap down, so you see your lap down trucks right there. Bring us back up to our race leader. And Josh is now coming up on another lap traffic. You see your tracker right there. Are now about ready to put the 12th place truck a lap down. 12th place truck is Lewis right there. He trying to stay desperately on that lead lap, but that 46 going to get that bite underneath him. You see the 12 truck actually got some significant amount of damage to the right side of that truck. And so, yeah, that's definitely willing to slow up his pace with these old tires. Just a horrible, horrible combination there. When it comes to trying to put down some fast laps on one exquisite track. All right, race leader still large and in charge. The 20 trucks just kind of shadowing him right there behind him. Not trying to force the issue or envelope here, not at the moment. So no, we've got a lot of racing left yet ahead of us as we're 66 in out of 150.
Yeah, the 46 lap times are very consistent at this point, and as long as he can maintain his tires and positions, and we're on lap 67, he can make it to halfway, and he'll have a decision to make at that point as to when he comes in and takes his tires, because there's going to be a lot of time picked up on people who haven't come in yet. So who comes in first is going to be the one that's going to probably trigger a lot of pit stop strategies.
What a battle between the 41 and the 49 right now. 41, a Ty Cole outside, and he was getting himself a lot of wobbles right there trying to plant that power down. And they're now through the center of the 49 trying to get the bite underneath. The 41 looked like he pushing hard right now as he wound up there. 49 takes that position away, and so does the 73. 73 diving in. We're going to be seeing, again, these stops coming up here. Wimmer's 2 laps down. Reimer at 73. So we're looking for a lot of these 4 fresh field goods. These drivers are screaming for them right now.
Great racing in the back of the field, but I gotta agree with you. The 4 field goods are absolutely what these drivers are screaming for right now.
Yeah, speaking about pit stops, I'm looking. I'm figuring about 5 to 10 laps is when you're going to see the leaders start to come in.
Okay. And we're seeing him. I mean,
Yeah,
the race
that's
pace
fair.
is impressive because we see him coming up on some more lap traffic at this moment. So coming up into that 11th and 12th positions right here, 11th, 12th, and 13th, all right there in the leader's scraps to going a lap down. So, and then top 10, not too far away from him as they're just blistering this track pace right
Oh!
now. Uh-oh.
There's some drivers slipping definitely out of 3 and 4.
Oh, we've seen the 46 look like he had himself one heck of a ride there, working that wheel, trying to get himself around that lap traffic. Lap traffic's not going to make it easy on the leader. They want to wear this leader down. Hopefully he can go get his pin on. Now here's the other thing is too, if you're looking at one of these back trucks here, these 10th, maybe your 8th, 9th, and 10th places here, knowing that leader's going to be coming, or do they know that leader's coming? Would you want to maybe change your strategy a little bit? Do a short pit, a little bit shorter of a pit, get your fresh tire, kind of get you a little gap on that leader a little bit more, and hopefully something may happen, or just run it out and hope for the best, of course.
Yeah, personally, in my opinion, if I knew I was about ready to get lapped, I would definitely short pit, try to get myself some 4 fresh fuel goods, and hopefully gain some traction back on that leader.
And we're seeing that now. We're seeing traction underway with the 20 and of course the 46. These guys have themselves a really nice balanced truck, and they did everything right in the beginning of this run. They didn't abuse those tires. They're sitting right there mirroring each other for that first and second positions, and sitting nice and pretty like for the rest of this. I mean, we're looking at 70 truck now 5 seconds back on 1 and 2.
And the 41's coming in for a pit stop.
Uh-oh, 41 coming in. All right.
These drivers got to be careful getting on pit road here. It can be a little treacherous on old worn-out tires as well.
Oh,
absolutely.
So we have pit strategy under the way. The 41 is in, and everyone else, we're going to start seeing them all start to happen here. Let's keep it on the 46. See what's going to when he's looking to get those freshens. Trucks still look really good, nice and clean. See the 41 had some damage right there as he came in the pit. Had some decent contact. He was pushing earlier, so like I said, I was trying to keep my eye on that 41.
Then you tried to get a couple of seconds of damage fixed, but hopefully that won't hurt him.
Right. I mean, on a green flag stop, I think I'll be stuck with what I got. I mean, because the longer you stick on pit, then you're virtually chances of going a lap down. I don't know. I would probably just gun it and get out of there, and hopefully I don't cut tire down.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much you're gonna go a lap down if you pit here under. So you're gonna need this thing to cycle through to get your spot back.
Oh, absolutely on that one. But but just getting that damage repaired, and it does cycle through. Oh, we got Sargent right there. He was getting his battle on. We haven't talked about him much. Right above him here. All right, so race has simmered out a lot since the drop of the green flag. Got some loose tires and whatnot, or some cold tires, and a couple, one loose truck especially, that caused a little bit of an issue, and got himself loose into 1 and 2, and took out a couple good trucks and will cause some damage. But all in all, been a really clean and green run ever since. Everyone's been doing themselves a fantastic job of what's of what they're throwing down tonight.
Yeah, the 46 is on a rail right now. He's hitting his marks, and he's almost driving away from these gentlemen here as he passes the 6th truck. That's what it comes down to late in the run, hitting your marks, not abusing your equipment. And look at him. He's still on the bottom of the racetrack, coming off with power. about to try to get to the 8 car.
Man, he's just on it right now.
I got to say that is pretty impressive watching him still run the bottom line and be able to keep control of that truck on,
right,
85
absolutely.
lap old tires.
Right. I mean, he really hasn't moved up the track. He still dimes that thing down toward the bottom, rotates it right there, coming out, kind of touches that yellow line. He has himself a really, really dynamic line here, and it's paying off. It's paying off in the greatest of dividends. And now as he goes underneath the 8,
overtake the 8.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Easy
There's nothing you can
squeezy.
do.
I'm going. Lays back into it. See, nice and rolls into it right there. Gets that thing to claw out. And that could be another thing too. He's got it down when it comes to his throttle applications on his exits. Because that's very, very crucial at flat short tracks like this. It's your throttle application on your exits. I mean, you can come in hot, you can brake a little heavier, but it's about how you're gonna throttle that thing and get that thing to turn and come out. All right, great run by everyone, and again, we're counting this thing down 87 laps out of 150. Seeing the 20 truck underneath, making it clear of lap traffic right there. Still trying to stay in contact with that race leader, doing exactly that. You see the 46 kind of stepping out right there. He may be calling in on his crew chief, thinking, we may need to think about getting ourselves some tires here in a minute. See 64 truck got himself a little bit damaged, but finding himself in the 4th place right now, top 5, means that he's sorting it out with that thing. Arrow's not tremendously crucial here like we were stating, but it will make a difference on the truck, absolutely. You got a battle right here. The 70 looks like he is still backing up a bit, looking for 70 right now. Now in that 3rd position, no, he's everyone's mixing. Oh, contact! Hard contact! Oh my goodness! 54 pushed up, came down, and then just clobbered the 70. That is, oh man, that is gonna hurt him. Ow!
Oh.
We watched all that just unfold right there in front of us. Held on to it, saved it, but man. Everyone's still up and running. I was holding my breath there for a minute, seeing if that that was going to cause some kind of issues or whatnot. But thank goodness the field is spread out enough where these guys have some room to collect their truck when any kind of incident and whatnot happens. But how is that going to affect him? That was a pretty hard lick to that right front. He already has right side damage. So is that going to affect him even further when it comes to this plowing and whatnot? It looks like he's having a little bit of a difficult time here with this tight truck, tight conditions right here, things pushing out, and that's a telltale sign. Also seeing the scrapes on the side of the truck, that's a telltale sign that that truck is tight. The same with the 64s, you'll see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's tight at this point, and it's we got a 2-horse race. With Mr. Benoit out in front by 1.392 seconds. Everybody's still, they're on used tires, and their crew chiefs have got to be screaming at them at some point. But at the same time, they have almost a 10-second lead on 3rd place. So when do you come in?
I would stay out. If I was a leader, I would stay out as long as I possibly can. Due to the fact that I have such a gap on the field right now, and I'm knocking them down one at a time. I'm putting all these trucks a lap down. Absolutely, I'm gonna hold this thing out until they scream at me for fuel, and then that way that gives me the freshest tires that I'm gonna need for the rest of this run.
And speaking of fuel, If I don't believe the 46 has been in the pits yet, period, this
He's
race.
due.
And so if that's the case, they only got about 3 to 4 laps left of fuel.
Yeah, as the 20 car starts to close in on him. So, yeah, you're exactly right. These 2 stops for the top 2 are going to happen a lot sooner than later.
And depending on how much fuel they were able to save under that caution, they might be able to go to lap 105, 107, but that's going to be pushing it for sure.
Okay. Well, bringing up some fun things here.
He's in very nicely, though.
So we are seeing some of the pit stops here, and I'm still, like I said, we're still learning these systems here and still trying to understand it, but we got blues all the way through of 80 laps here on both the first and second place trucks here, the 46 and the 20. So I'm wondering if possibly those guys, we won't know, huh? I gotta figure out a way I can find out. We're still learning our systems here, folks, but because what we're looking for here is who pitted and who didn't, and understanding the what they have for us. Pit stop lap. All right, there we go. So it does look they pitted on lap 18. So did they come in early, and that's where they got them tires and they got the strategy? That would make sense.
That
So they're
makes
switching
sense.
it up.
So then they should be able to go to lap
Yep.
120, 125 before
Yep.
they're going to need fuel.
That's what it looks like here on the pit stop strategy here. It looks like Martin, Morris, Fab, Good, all those guys have yet to pit, and these guys are stretching it out. And here comes the 46 now, bringing it in to pit lane. Uh-oh. Let's see what this does here too. Leader is.
He may have forced
er,
the 20's hand there.
Yep, the leader is in now, folks. Josh bringing that 46 green machine on in, getting him 4 freshens. And get this Toyota back out there on track, doing himself a fine job so far.
Oh!
He hit his pit stop. Looks like it.
So now the question is how long does the 20 truck stay out before he comes in for those 4 fresh tires?
Very true.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'd flip it up too. I mean, yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time on track. So if I'm seeing him come in, I'd probably want to do the same. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he just,
absolutely.
yeah, I just, man, I gotta, you know, he's going to get too much time on me here, and then I'm not going to be able to have that chance to catch him.
Exactly,
20
'cause,
trucks still staying out though.
You figure those fresh tires are about 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap faster. You know, so again, the longer you stay out, you're going to get to that point where you're going to lose time and you're going to lose the lead. And it could be 5 seconds back.
But if you're describing, you know, a matter of 1 to 2 seconds plus slower on that older rubber, that maybe the 20 trucks looking for that end of the long run, stating on how he was able to march through the field the way that he did. He's not worried. He's not concerned about having to come through the field and catching the leader, because he did that already. So maybe that's what he's doing. He's going to wear these tires down to their fullest right here. That way he's going to have those really, the best tires at the end of this thing, going to give him the optimal. So when he gets to that leader, he's going to pass him, and he ain't going to and he's not going to look behind. You know, he's going to leave him behind, and he ain't going to worry about him.
Yeah, I mean, because he is still pulling away from second, third, and fourth, which is very impressive considering, his tires, are, not almost 90 laps old. That is pretty impressive.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Now, so that means that we got an awesome strategy underway with Josh, and maybe splitting that stage, so maybe he wants to bring it in before he fully wears out his tires and get the best of them. You see what I'm saying? Getting the best of each run of tire that he's out. Short pit, that way he has, you know, good time on track. He's not losing so much time on track. Get out there and puts down screamers after he comes back out and takes it to start finish line, and no one can touch him. Pending that this thing stays green.
Yeah, and just a little comparison here. Right now, the leader's last lap was a 23.2. And Bennett in the 46 just ran a 22.4. So, you know, 0.8 of a second quicker right now.
Yeah, let's look over that too. By the way, let's bring up that battle. See about our battle box here and who's doing what. So looks like Jeff is up 4 positions right now. Russ up 12. Then Josh up 6. Of course, we are still going through all of our pit strategies and whatnot. 20 truck is now in. All right, race leader coming into pit lane right now. All right. Russ bringing that Chevy on in, getting himself his 4 freshens. So he kept that thing out a considerable length and distance over the 46 in that last run right there. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this is going to transpire at the end of this race on whose strategy is going to play out. Pending that we go no cautions, of course. You know, because we are coming to the end of this race. This thing's wrapping up a lot quicker than we thought. Wow.
See, and like I figured, so he is about now 10 seconds since he's come back out on the track behind the 46.
Wow.
Oh yeah, green flag racing to do that for you.
Absolutely.
So now, the question is, with him staying out those extra 10 laps, you know, does he have that advantage now? You know, can he catch that 46 back up?
All these questions are going to be answered very soon, folks. And for a moment here, let's go ahead and take a break from our sponsor, working up an appetite here, Mr. Greg here himself. We got Blaze Pizza on deck, and let's hear a little word from him. So, folks, we'll be back here after this quick little full sender. Stay tuned for the end of the race.
Oh my God!
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh, my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, that's Ron. You tell your friends to take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. I got it. You ever take Ron's hat? That's yours.
Oh my God.
All right, folks, welcome back. Sorry about that. Was a little bit wrong of a short intro commercial there. Anyways, folks, welcome back to our race here. This is Next Gen Broadcasting, and we're bringing it to you loud. We're bringing it to you fast, and we're bringing it to you at Richmond tonight. We got my man Tom and Greg up on deck, and we got Hung Throttle Truck Series. These guys have been getting it done all night. Had a few cautions right in the beginning, them cold tire type of thing, and right now everyone's cycling around and cycling out of their pit strategies at the moment, and we're seeing everything kind of unfolding for the end of this race here. Let's go ahead and bring up our race telemetry and see where we're at. 120 out of 150, 30 laps left remaining in tonight's race. You're seeing Martin in the 64 truck as our race leader. You have, I always mess up, but Josh right there in the 46. And he has been one fast truck throughout tonight, and he is now finding himself in that second position, tracking down the 64. 64 Martin does have himself a little bit of some contact on this truck, so he might not be running quite the pace as we're seeing that clock really ticking down now by the 46. We have the 20 truck also got himself, stayed out late and held that lead for quite some time, brought it into pit lane, a good 5+, if not more laps longer than our race leader. So we're going to see if he can march down that and chase down the leader in the matter of time. We have 27 laps left, or 28 laps left here. You have to do it with 27 laps now. And, again, not a lot of time at this short track. As you're seeing, the 46 now really starting to cut this clock down on Martin here as he's within a second. We're going to keep it.
He's going to get tracked down here fairly quickly.
Yeah, he's on him right now. I mean, he's, doing a great, awesome work here, obviously, and hopefully going to, keep give himself a top 5 out of it.
Oh, the 20
Whoa, 12 truck. 12 truck got himself around. Oh man, he just came hot and out of a 4, I think.
Wow, what a break for the 64 truck.
No kidding.
Wow. Well, this really
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Talk about
everybody.
Woo, flipping this whole deal up. I mean, we got the last truck on the lead lap right now is the 44 truck in 6th position. 6th position. All right.
Hey, I'm very happy about that. I knew there was a possibility of a caution coming out late, and
man. Well, let's look this over real quick here, folks. Take a quick replay on this one. So it looks like he throttles it up hard coming out, and I've seen him kind of step out right there and just continues to plan it. And you see it's rear spoiler. He don't got a lot left of it. And all of a sudden, he looking the wrong direction, folks. It's definitely what we call wrong direction racing right here. Yeah, but a great view of the grandstands. Look at this. Yep, look at this. A great view of the grandstands. This is awesome. Wow. Couldn't have planned that one. Putting on the show no matter how he has to get it done. I like it. I like it.
We also got all the leaders just came down pit road.
Yes,
tires and fuel.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, this is going to be one heck of a shootout. 25 laps, 24 laps. Probably, oh, man, this is going to be insane. Because now we're seeing
goosebumps, guys. This is going to be fun.
Yep, we got less than 10 trucks in the lead lap here. We got 8 trucks on the lead lap. So these guys are not going to hold anything back. I would imagine not. And the guys probably sitting there, the 22, the 022, the 73, those guys are really hoping that they do see a few cautions, and maybe he'll get back on the lead lap and collect themselves a top 10.
And here's the other thing. The 70 truck, you guys remember in the beginning of the race, for the first 25, 30 laps, he was consistently the fastest truck in this race.
Yeah,
so
I have to agree with that.
Let's see if this short run, if he can get himself back up there, should be 5th place when it goes green. Does he have what it takes to get back up there?
It'll be interesting to see. I think the 46 is going to be a major player, but I'm going to be interested to see where the 70 truck, as well as the 41, if they're going to be able to come up through the field and try to improve their finishing positions.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the 64 is still going to hold on to this race lead, but you got the 46 who's going to, he going to push that throttle to the floor. And he's going to try to clear that 64 as quick as possible. If I'm seeing anything, if anyone, if you're a driver out there and you see a wrecked truck in front of you for position on a restart, you're going to try to clear him as quick as possible. Just having the thought process of well, my truck's completely clean, I'm going to have that advantage over him right off the bat. So, look at that left, that left tailgate portion there, left rear. That thing has bent in pretty good, and that will change the dynamics of that 64 and the way that thing's going to want to turn. Absolutely, 100%.
You know, and on the restart, we're going to have the first, Josh's going to be probably on the inside, and I know Jordan's going to be on the inside, and Josh's going to be on the outside. If he can get this run off of 2 and race him into the corner, it's over with. My guy, he come back up to race in 4th, and I'm hoping that he can salvage a good finish, but we still have a few laps left to go.
I don't know, Tom, you got a Mac attack for us here, bud? Can you, give us a little insights? What do you think is going to happen when it comes to, are we going to go green? Are you going to see another caution? What do you feel?
Well, statistically, you know what they say. Cautions breed cautions. And here we go. We are going green.
Woohoo! Nice. There you go. And away we are gone here. We're going to be tracking down the 64 here as he gets his launch, but we're looking for the 46 to try to get an arc on the outside. Plant that power and be gone. The 64 knows that 46 has been fast all night. Woo! 46 all up on that bumper, throwing him a scare right there. Filling up the rearview mirror, and he gets loose. Comes around, holds on to it. Oh man, that's planting the power too much on some cold tire right there as he spins it free and clear. And we're not done yet.
Oh no!
Oh man, we got truck spinning around. Caution back out. Holy, woo! I knew this is. Wait, we weren't lying there. We saw the leader spin right there.
Call, Tom.
Well, it's the last 20 laps. Everybody's going to be going hard, going for it. And
wow, yeah, it's crazy. Woo, this is gonna be great. Hope you all still tuning in here, folks. This is gonna be one heck of a finish on this race. I'm pretty stoked about this one. All right, well, let's we got a moment. Let these guys spin it back around again. We'll take us a quick full cinder break and be back in just a moment, of course.
Good morning, Goldie. My name is Guy, and I live in Free City. I have everything I need.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
One thing.
All right. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir?
Excuse me. Hey.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, bud, you ever think that there's got to be more?
More than what?
The stuff we do day after day.
Literally not once. Today's gonna be different, Goldie. What are we looking at?
Who are you?
We ran into each other the other day.
How did you find me?
I waited outside by the murder train.
Guy, I have to tell you something. There is no easy way to say this. This world, it's a video game.
I really want to kiss you. Is that weird?
Listen to me. You're not real.
Wait, you let who kiss you?
Guy.
There's not a button for that.
Oh, he found the button.
Buddy, if we're not real, doesn't that mean that nothing you do matters?
I am sitting here with my best friend trying to help him get through a tough time. Now, if that's not real, I don't know what is.
Millie, I know this world is just a game, but this place, these people, that's all I have.
Thanks, guy.
Who is this guy?
This character in the video game Free City has been turning heads by being the good guy.
Woo! Who is blue shirt guy?
You're absolutely right. Who is he or she, indeed?
This loser is ruining the game, man.
I don't care if he's Arnold frickin' Schwarzenegger. Terminate him. We're doing great.
Guy, in 2 days, the game is gonna shut down. You, this whole city, they'll be gone.
What if we can save it? Was that cool? It felt really cool. We can change our world, but we have to fight together. I don't even know what's happening right now, but I love it. This is the first time I've ever driven a car before.
I really wish you'd mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love you, blue shirt guy!
Thank you. Watch out for them. They seem nice.
All right, folks, welcome back. We are under caution. We have just a handful of laps, or maybe 2 handful of laps left here in tonight's race. This is Next Gen Broadcast. Bringing it at you. Bringing it at you loud and fast at Richmond. We got Hung Throttle and their truck series up and at it. We're coming into the remainder of tonight's race here. We have the 46 Josh right there on point. And he's had one of the fastest trucks throughout this evening. It's all his marks through the field. Him, the 20, all back up there. So we're gonna see a showdown all the way. No ifs, ands, or buts about it right here as this thing is coming to a 15 laps. Green, and we're on the 46.
But the 70 truck is not far away.
Great battle right now. 70 looking low, try to put the pressure on the 46. Get it to him, and of course, maybe get any kind of grip or air off the rear spoiler of that 46. Push him up any way he can. Get him off that bottom. That's the lower line. 70's now trying to reach for an even lower line there.
Oh,
looking low. Here he goes for the move. Diving it into the wall. Willie Nail making stick. Gets it to sit on the bottom. Now getting the throttle down. He does. Clears the 46. Barely 46. Going to look back for the crossover. Crossover back in, looking underneath, 12 laps left. 46 now underneath, 70 outside as these guys are getting it up. Whoa! Wiggles and wobbles, and then we got a caution out. 70 trucks going to get at the 46, put the power down, got him a little bit of wiggles, but the 70 got it before the caution. Oh, man. All right, let's figure out what happened there.
Wow.
Okay, we're looking for that caution here. There it is. Okay. So it was the 18 of Morris is what it said, and we were looking to see what happened. Probably a loose end, or maybe someone drove it in here. We're going to find out. Oh, yeah. They just came around on him. Good save. Oh, I brought it back. Everybody cleared him. Great job. Yeah, I just came around on the cold tire. You know, strikes again right there. Chuck's notorious for it. Oh, but 70 truck now out in front. We have 46 right there.
You know, the interesting part about this is they both have right front damage. It'll be interesting to see who could take advantage of their situation for the laps that we have available to run. I know their truck's not going to be handling them best at that point, but the driver's going to probably determine where their truck ultimately goes, and they're going to be pressing.
Okay, so we got everything up here. Yep, so 9 laps left. We have 10 laps, or we're inside the 10, 9 laps.
Yeah.
Right there, the 46, the 21. Cole, right? You know, Ty Cole, he had himself on point today. He had that pole position. So, you know, he got himself a fast truck. He got the 20 truck, he's been running it up through there, throughout tonight's race. So, Russ has been showing himself tremendous speed and effort, having the ability to climb the field.
This is going to be one of the most interesting restarts here in Hung Throttle. There are some quality guys up there. Damaged trucks, new tires, old tires. It's it's going to be
wild.
one for the ages, so to speak.
Yeah, buddy. This is definitely going to be wild right here. We got the 70 truck again. He's trying to get the launch of his life with the 46 right there on his bumper. The 46 has been fast hot rod throughout today. But he's got all kinds of company right behind him. All these guys have seen the clean air and the lead, so all of them are going to want it back.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Absolutely. Okay, we're getting ready to bring the pace car onto pit road and send these guys back at it for hopefully the final run of tonight's race.
I really like to see, all these damaged trucks up front. However, that 20 truck is just lurking back there without a scratch.
Yeah, look at that. If you look at all the trucks up here, minus the 41, I think they're all really clean. I think the 41 just has himself dragged a little bit of right side on the outside wall when he was going through his tight phase there in his run.
I'm taking this is 8th place right now as we're getting ready to go back to green, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Hopefully the final green of tonight's race. Here we go. 70 with an awesome start right there. 46 leaves him in the dust. 41 going to get his launch too. He's going to get to the bottom. Now he can get into arc. See some loose trucks here on these tires. Building that pressure back up again. Now you just see it right there on the 41. Trying to put that power down underneath the 46 and being pinched. He's getting that bite. Ooh.
These two battles side by side, they're allowing the leader to pull away.
Yep, that's exactly what the leader was hoping for. Get that launch and be gone with the 41 now. Pushing just a little bit. The 46 trying to, we got truck around, caution back out again. Oh, man.
Oh, what pressure.
Unfortunate business right there. And it looks like it was James Morris again. This time with help, I believe. Yep, 49 just does that cinder into the outside type deal, and then two contact right there.
Yeah,
so a little push in, and then
heavy contact. My James Babb was able to drive underneath it, but yeah, that was unfortunate. But we have another restart coming, and it's going to be exciting.
We're gonna have a green-white checker here.
Wow. Green-white checkered. These are the worst and the greatest all in one shot here, folks.
Here we go.
We'll see if they can pan it out. 70-46 needs that launch again. All right. 6 cautions tonight. More or less, most of the cautions happening where the beginning and the end. Got a quick caution or two in the beginning, just a little tire we get warmed up, and then of course pressure's on right now.
Yeah, it's a typical Richmond race, to be honest.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Tom. Typical Richmond, and we had the cautions early. And now we're getting towards the end of the race where we're starting to see the aggression coming back out. And like I said, with a green-white checker here, I'm not really certain of how many green-white checkers we get. However, however we get, you're going to see these guys going at it max.
Yeah, but do you think they're gonna get another one, or they're gonna want to finish it? I mean, you still have to have your patience, no matter if it's the last with the green-white checker. You still have to have some kind of patience, on this thing, or especially the leaders. I mean, why would you want to wreck all of the efforts that you put in through this race, through the entirety of the race, in a green-white checkered? So the leaders are going to have to show, some kind of restraint when it comes to trying to get these trucks around, or they're going to go around, one of the two. So we saw the 41 of Cole. He put the power down into the 46, and that thing almost came around on him. Right? He was sawing the heck out of that wheel. He's still trying to keep the pin underneath it. See what's going to happen.
And quick little info here. I did just hear from Race Control that they have 5 green-white checkered attempts.
Oh, roger that. Wow. Okay, so let's see if they use them, huh? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. All right. Yeah, let's definitely hope for the best here. Let's hope they do an epic sin, all right, of all proportions here for this
I
final
can see it
finale.
coming.
I do too. If they only use one, I'm going to be surprised.
I got the over/under at 3.
You're over under at 3? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely optimistic.
I mean, I got a lot of faith in these drivers, but
I do too.
we all know how it is.
But hey, a win's a win.
Laps, you know.
Well, we're keeping it in the front, I guarantee you that. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. We're gonna need that launch. That 70's gonna need that launch one more time, and then hopefully that 41 can get back underneath that 46 and put a battle on, and see if that 70 might be able to check out, or see if the 46 is up on the ball this time. No, got him again. Great launch, 2 to go.
Yep.
Side by side, all the way back. Woo! Go the 41. He's just putting all the power down right there, but that's gonna whoa and slow him just a little bit. 46 back up on his
On
tail.
him hard.
70 still on it. Oh man! There comes the 41 though. One run. Here we go. Final lap. This is it right here. Can the 70 hold them up? Checkered flag coming.
Got him.
70's gonna get it. Woo! Good job, Dylan. Canova right there, bringing it home. Was out there, put that thing in 7th position tonight for his qualifying efforts, and was able to bring this thing home in, for that checkered flag. Great run, great work for him being done tonight on track. You see a nice little salute by his fellow drivers there. Nice little bumper tag. Love it, love it. 70 getting it done. Let's take us over to victory lane right now as we got him on it. These guys are so quick on the burnout, so they'll give you a chance. There we go. Victory lane, baby! Get some! Keep burning it down! Let's go! Let's go! You got yourself a few minutes of burn down time, dude. If you can make it last, let's see what you got. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Teammates right now. Yeah! Fantastic. That looks good right there, you guys. All right. And a toast with the most at the end. So congratulations to the 70 as he brings it across the line and it blows that thing up in true fashions and fireworks, right? He had to light off his own mortar round. How about that? All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and drop us over into the post-race show and see if we can get our hands on some of these drivers and our race winner. All right, who we got over here? We got our race winner up on this thing yet? Let's go ahead and make sure I got everybody up online. There we go. All right, let's go and drop us over to our post-race show. Got all squared away. All right, let's see here. Welcome over to our post-race show. And a little quiet. I don't know what's going on here.
Right now.
Although we have some post-race music here, but for some reason it ain't. We're still getting all the rest of the systems ironed out, of course. So But let's bring it up here. Dylan, you got a copy? You got Chris Paul Himbus here in the booth.
Yeah, I got you.
Matt, what a great run. Congratulations to your win tonight. You started that thing in 7th position. Man, you handled business out there tonight. Now, you were Tom's pick, okay? So I'm going to have to drop this one over to Tom real quick, have him ask you a few questions and whatnot, and give you a little celebratory, high fivers, digitally wise. Tom?
Hey, first off, Dylan, congratulations on the win there. Really good job. So tell me, I noticed beginning of the run you had a really good truck and kind of fell off there. Was that kind of your game plan, or just kind of overdrive it? What happened there?
So we had that first caution come out, and me and the guys back at Ramsey Cole weren't sure whether to pit. We weren't sure if we were going to get another caution quick because we only had 3 sets for the whole 150 laps in the pits, and we decided to stay out. So we kind of got about 25 lap older tires when we went green there, and the tires finally just wore slap off of it.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was going to be the case. So throughout the race, you make a lot of changes to the truck, or how was it throughout the race?
Yeah, I made some changes on that first pit stop we made under green. Didn't make anything drastic, just a small tire pressure change, a spring perch adjustment, and when we went back out, we had that caution and made another small spring perch adjustment on both corners, and really seemed to help the truck come alive.
Man, honestly, Chris here, real quick there. Man, you had yourself one heck of a line as well. We're noticing something here. You had that high arc. You were a little wider, and then you'd bring it down to that yellow line, and then bring it back up again. But we're trying to figure it out here. At least I was trying to figure out which line was more prosperous. Prosperous at the end of the day. Was it that bottom line? Was it the middle? Was it kind of rotating out the top? Where did you find the most grip, especially when those tires started to wear out on you?
Me personally, I've always found the bottom lane to at least be the most comfortable. To me, it definitely seems the quickest on the short run. If you run that middle lane, I think you save the right front a little bit more in the long run, so you'll come around. But I've always been pretty keen on the short tracks, and so I've always been one that wants to run the bottom for the most part. To me, it just felt like it gave me the most room between me and the wall coming off of 2. A lot of guys get up there and kind of catch that wall, so I like as much of a buffer there as I can get.
And we've seen a lot of that too. The trucks that we're pushing tonight, how we're fighting that tight condition, you've seen a lot of that right side, scrubbed off there on that wall, and you didn't see that on your truck tonight. So you seem to have a nice balanced truck there. Was it more of an attack on your line, or was that a balanced set on your truck that you're able to maintain that run throughout? Being able to still keep that rotation and not push and not also get snappy loose.
Rocket Racing Setups builds a really good piece when it comes to the setups. Big shout out to them for that, because that's where a lot of the speed comes from. But as far as I think the line helps a lot. I think when you get down there on that yellow line, it kind of helps the truck rotate if you can catch the paint just right down there. And every now and then it'll get a little free off the corner depending on how much wheel you got in it. But I think a lot of it's, entering the corner in the right spot, getting on the brakes right, and getting the truck rotated and getting it pointed straight off.
And we've seen that too. It was that launch off, and I was listening to some of the throttle controls that was going on there. It was that roll off to now we good, and you bring it out to the wall. Then of course that late dive, impeccable runs there by everybody, of course, especially through the middle of the race. Everybody was doing a phenomenal job of patience. We've seen some trucks getting a little squirrely. Everyone able to get around and give them room to catch it. Did a great job. How was your pit entry? Another great question there. Did you find it pretty treacherous on that pit entry, or did you have it dialed?
I kind of took it a little bit more conservative.
Okay.
The last thing I want to do is burn myself getting a speeding penalty on
Right.
entry or anything like that. So, or especially loop it and wreck the truck trying to enter pit road. Those water barrels come up real quick if you're not paying attention. So, I took a little bit more conservative approach. I probably gave up a little bit of time there, but I'd rather give up a second or so than end up out of the race.
Nice. Yeah, and yeah, you played your cards exquisite and perfect there on that one. And then of course on those late restarts, final questions there. Did you have your plan of attack on how you're going to roll into that throttle and launch off that line and get the restarts you needed to keep those guys battling behind you so you can check out and do what you did?
Well, that's kind of the perk of having a teammate restarting behind you is
Gotcha.
he's gonna run the guy behind you or outside of you real hard on turn one. So kind of give me that little bit of breathing room. I knew Josh was fast. I knew Russ was fast. I mean, those guys blew by me there during that long run, and I knew I had to get out front. I knew with my setup, getting out front and clean air was key to kind of holding them off of those short runs.
Yeah, Roger that, and you did. You did precisely that, and then of course to finish it off, one heck of a burnout at the end, and I love the team burnout there, nose to nose. That was a good stylish work. I can't wait for you guys to see the footage on that one. It looked really nice, parked at the line, by the way. Really good job, good work there. Greg, you got anything for us for our winner?
Oh, yes. Dylan, Mr. Canova, great run tonight. I was very impressed with your speed early. I was looking at you early. I'm going, he's a little loose going in, but he's got control, can drive underneath people. So, of course, come towards the end of the race, I'm going, oh my God, they let this guy go back up front again? So I had no doubt whatsoever in your ability to, run at the start. Tell me about that last restart, because I was wondering if this guy's going to take off, it's over with. But what's going through your mind at that point on the last restart for the green white checker?
I think the key is clearing him before you get to turn one. I mean, I got around Ty early in the race there on a restart where I got a good jump on him. I think I beat him to the line. But iRacing, I guess, thought it was a clean restart, so I was expecting to have to make a pass through, and I knew that if he got a jump on me on the outside, it was going to be real tricky, especially with how tight it can get up the two. That's kind of why I set the truck up to be real loose on entry, so I could get it down to the bottom and not have to worry about it pushing up and clipping the guy on the outside of me.
Beautiful. And congratulations on your win. Some stiff competition tonight, but you prevailed, and congratulations on your win.
Absolutely. Congratulations once again, my man. And we'll definitely see you again next week and hopefully back up here in the podium, right?
I don't know. I'm not a road course guy.
Well, hey. Just all it's going to take is practice, repetition, and learn the dance, my man. That's all it is. You got to dance that truck around that track, and she'll follow right along.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see what happens. I'm sure Rocket will give me another good setup. At least I'll be on a good starting platform there.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Now, again, congratulations once again, and we'll see you next week for the road course. All right, let's go ahead and bring up our second place, Ty Cole, my pick of the night. My man Ty, you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, dude, you had yourself pretty fast truck. Seen some good. While I'm watching practice right off the bat, and I saw a nice balanced truck. I see you hitting your marks, and then you kind of got into it a little bit in practice and spun it right in front of us and thought that was great. And I still went with it. I was like, no, he's gonna do fine. He's gonna do great. He's just testing his truck right now. All he's doing. And man, you sure enough didn't disappoint. You're up there, up there toward the front the entirety of the race. Give us a rundown. From more or less the start of the race. How treacherous was it for you in the beginning of the race with those cold tires? We've seen a couple cautions right off the bat, and of course, we'll get into that a little bit more. But let's start with the beginning of the race. How was it when it comes to your cold tires and on your start?
I mean, definitely early in the run, the tires are very cold. I had the benefit on the start of the race of having, tonight was all about teammates. It was Ramsey Cole Racing, from start to finish.
Yeah.
But it was from the very start. I had Andrew and I had Dylan, and both of them were kind of giving everybody grief behind me.
Right.
And just allowing me to kind of run my race and just kind of go out there and not really wear off my tires. That's kind of why I was actually the one that made the executive decision to tell everybody on my team to stay out on that on the I think it was lap 20 caution, and it was almost what ended our race. And luckily enough, we got a very convenient caution, and we're able to get back to it. But I mean, it was, I would say, yes, the early in the run, if you guys notice, when I came in, I think lap 75 is when I came in, and I come back out. I just about lost it in front of Jordan Martin. He, was able to hold up. And I mean, everybody in this lineup is fantastic drivers. When you have a guy like that with that kind of talent and he ends up running in sixth, that the rest of the field is pretty stacked.
Oh yes, and everyone was though. I mean, yeah, and we especially for him, after the things kind of at the beginning of the race, everyone kind of simmered out. Everyone kind of got in their rhythm, the rhyme of what they're looking for, and they had that first long green flag run. You've seen the entirety of the pack was literally within a stretch of each other, more or less. And then as the tire wear started to really play its factor in, that's when some trucks started to drop off. And when we've seen that, we've seen trucks moving forward and trucks moving backward due to those long run natures. Now you're describing about your setups and whatnot. And were you set up more, you think, long run or short run on that 41 truck?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that we were set up for the long run, but like I said, I think it was all about the way that the cautions landed tonight, and just how we ended up, later on in the run. It was what was it? I think it was 15 laps to go.
Yeah,
where we all came in and basically, we had another tire set, and we're sitting there going, okay, well, if a caution comes out, we'll come back down. And and then I saw James Babb go in, and I was like, I didn't know anybody else had tires, so I whipped it back out and ended up starting, because the reason I was going to come in on that caution is because I was on the outside, and I was like, I don't want to go on the outside, especially with second place is going to start on the outside, so I don't want to be stuck behind them. So I was going to come down, take tires, and hopefully get back through the field. Maybe catch a couple of cautions and give Dylan a run for his money. But when we're on the same setup, same tires, Dylan's going to beat me every single time. I raced with him in real life, and nobody beats him at short tracks, especially Richmond. This is his track. And you get the Rocket Racing setup behind him, too, and same as me. That's why you see us 1-2. But, I mean, Dylan's just fantastic on these. And then you have, like I said, Josh, Russ, James Babb, all those guys. They're really good short track racers. Like I said, this field's stacked. I don't even know how we did this.
Yeah, and honestly, I was thinking the 46 really had that truck to beat at the end. He had himself that perfect strategy lined up, and then caution comes out, of course, and then that kind of took that all the way. But he had that long run truck from what I was seeing, and was putting some bunch of truck lap down, guaranteed. Went on one hellacious of a pace there. And really stoked with it, with his run though. But yeah, you guys all did just phenomenal job out there, putting it down. It was top 10, or everybody was duking it. I mean, we seen the battle lanes consisted of not only the leaders, but then all the way throughout the field. So man, but awesome run, and of course that throttle control, bud. You had me scared like a few different times, bud, and I was like, whoa, yeah, holding some breath, bro, just like, yeah, I mean, because you had that thing just wicked squirrely, because you're trying to launch off the bottom there, and you had, I think it's a 20 or the 46, one of the two, but you had one of the trucks on the outside there, and you're trying to keep that thing pinched down. You did it a multitude of times, trying to get that thing to hook up on the bottom, but still, especially on one of those restarts, at the end of the race. So great wheeling there and being up on top of that wheel. Impressive work done by you today, bud, in that 41 truck.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Josh racing me pretty clean there. He's a fantastic driver, and that was the only reason that we were able to keep. We raced so close with each other, and that's kind of the premise behind this league. Is I want us to race really close. I mean, I want that to be every single lap, and we've got the talent in here to do it. You just got to kind of know when you need to give and when you need to take. And I think Josh and I have a pretty good idea of when what each other need to do. I was really happy that we were able to race it out there. And I mean, yeah, getting off two, man, I was trying everything I could to get to the back bumper of Dylan, because I know that he'd do the same thing to me if I was in that scenario. So.
And yeah, I mean, we've seen it though too, yeah. But because like I said, the racing was impeccable by you guys, and again, congratulations to that P2 and putting on one heck of a show tonight. So congratulations to you. Greg, you got a little something for Ty before we drop you over to Josh, because you're gonna go hit up Josh in that 46 truck, get you launched off on him.
Well, I tell you what, Ty, you did a great job tonight. There were a lot of people pegging you to do some damage tonight, and you did. Your car was working very flawlessly. I have to ask you, at the last opportunity for you to get tires tonight, what was going through your mind? And given your position at that time, did you think you'd be able to get back up to the second position?
I think if we were going to come down, I would have taken right side tires because I wanted to beat James out. And there was, I think, 7 cars on the lead lap. I think there was 8 cars, but one was going to be the lucky dog. So we were either going to restart 7th on the inside or 6th on the outside. But that was kind of one of the things that I was sitting there thinking is, how much of a difference are these tires going to make? And you have to make that decision almost split second, because I'm also going back to earlier on in the race where I think we had 15 green flag laps. And Dylan and I kind of got out to a big lead, and it took the other guys about 25 laps to catch myself, and then 30 to catch Dylan. So I'm going, okay, wow. Well, even though tires are, huge at short tracks, I don't know that they're going to make that much of a difference. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it back through the field. So then when I saw James go in, I was sitting 4th at the time. I saw James go in. I said, you know what? I'm going to be on the inside line right behind my teammate. That's what I'm going to do. So I whipped it back out. Last second decision. I did not mean to bamboozle James there, but I mean, obviously we're all racing. So.
Right.
No, yeah. And that's strategy.
Right.
Well, Ty, you did a great job tonight, bud. And like I said, I was watching you come through the field, and it was a great race from start to finish. And congratulations on your finish.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Greg, since you got him up here, let's go ahead and get old Josh up on this thing in that 46 machine here.
Josh.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Man, you're up there running one heck of a battle, and before I get started, we're going to get Greg on you.
10-4.
Dude, great job tonight, man. I was pulling for you. You got a little right front damage early in the run, but I was seeing sporadically throughout the run that your car was very consistent through the run, and you were able to put time on folks. I was worried about that right front damage for you, especially when we got to the closing stages of the races. Tell me how your truck was for the entire night.
Well, going into it, it was really good. A little loose to start them first 20 laps, but then on lap 20, I'm like, I got to come in and at least try to tighten this. Luckily, there was a caution there. So I came in on lap 20, got tires, made a couple adjustments, made a tape adjustment and right rear offset adjustment, and tightened it up pretty good, and was able to get out front there and lead almost, I think, 60 laps. And it was a rocket. It was really rocket. Them hideaway setups are fast, really good, stable, long run setups.
Hey, when you got damage, were you afraid? I mean, if you didn't have damage, did you think you had something for the race winner?
I believe so. I was after I got that damage, my hood was bumped up a little bit, and I was just wicked tight. I couldn't turn. I
That's
couldn't.
exactly what I saw too.
I couldn't turn like I could the start of the race, and I tried like hell. I tell you that. Me and Ty,
Oh,
me and Ty there, we were racing, and I love that kind of racing. It's fun.
Hey Josh, it was a pleasure watching you race tonight. Your racecraft is very on point, I know you're going to do some damage in this series. You're going to get your win or two, just because your racecraft alone. And it was a pleasure doing broadcast with you guys tonight because you guys put on an awesome show.
I appreciate that, Greg.
Hey, Josh, Chris here, bud. Man, yeah, you put on an impressive race tonight, especially with your patience, working your strategies methodically through the field, and saving those tires. Can you give us a little insight on what were some of your tire strategies through that middle run, through that long run, where you were, you know, trying to gain and chase down the leader, but then also trying to maintain your stuff to have something at the end, and you had all kinds at the end. So can you give us a brief description, on what played a role there?
Well, after that caution at lap 20 or 25 or so, I was hoping it was going to stay green throughout the race. Maybe have a late caution at the end, but I was hoping it was staying green, and it was going to work because I came out in first and I was catching the leader there at the end. But then them cautions, they haunted me.
Yeah.
Them cautions came out, they haunted me because I had like a 20-second lead over Russ at one point, and he reeled me in to about 10 seconds, and then that caution came out, and it really turned my race over because I knew with that damage, I wasn't going to be able to do anything on the short run.
Yeah, we've seen that. I've seen that incident. Been prior to that on that green flag stop and strategy where you kind of did that short stopper ish. You brought it in a little bit earlier than the 20 did, and it looked like it might have been playing dividends for you. Because the 20 kept it out a little bit longer in his run, good 5-7 laps. I forgot exactly what it was, but we were seeing that difference is being chopped down as you were marching to the 64 and made short work of that. He was also marching toward you to hopefully get up there and have more tire than you did by that point of the race, and being able to clear, and it was on point.
Yeah, I knew if he got to me, like I said, with that damage, I was getting super tight. It was that last caution when we came in, it only ended up being like, I think 10 point something seconds.
Yeah.
And I got like 6 of it done to stay ahead of Russ because I knew that damage car was going to start first. So I wanted to start on the outside of him. And it just, it slowed me down a little bit. It was like a sail.
Yeah, but I mean, and we seen that hit too from that lap down track. Just arced it out hard and brought it back, and you were there. And that right front down for nothing.
There was nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah,
when I seen him coming down, I knew right then I was going to hit him because if I would have tried to turn it a little bit, I would have looped it.
Yeah, she wouldn't have went. Then that is like the roughest part right there when it comes to racing is that exit, because when you're coming and you're on that exit, you're committed. I mean, that is it. There's you really if you're in full haul it mode, all right, and you're coming out of any exit 2 or 4, if some truck comes down into that lane on your exit lane, there's nothing much you can do but loop the truck or plow into them. So, and again, we've seen exactly that. Just bad circumstances and timing. But you did the best you possibly could in that matter and brought it home. P3, baby. Shoot, dude.
I can't complain with that.
Nope.
Like I said, this was we worked hard on this setup today. We worked hard. I like to give a lot of thanks out to Clayton White. He put some time and effort in this setup, and I couldn't ask for a better setup to run here. And all the Hideaway Motorsports, it's a pleasure running with them.
Now, you guys put on one heck of a show, especially at the end. So congratulations to you and, of course, the entire field for tonight's efforts and the show done at Richmond.
Absolutely.
So, fantastic
Yeah,
run.
congratulations, everyone.
Oh, there goes. My man Tom, I'm sorry, dude. We just it's a Mac attack over there for Tom. He like to get a little, he always sorting things out, but he sits off in the calm shadows, and we're really loud and out there. Tom, you got anything for us, buddy?
I just want to say congratulations to the top three. You guys put on one heck of a race, awesome show all night long. Again, great job, and hope to see y'all in here again next week.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to next week. I love road courses.
We going right to next week. Oh yeah.
I am excited. I am super excited about this one.
You and me both, sir.
It'll be interesting.
Absolutely. But thanks again there, Josh, and man, congratulations to you on that P3, and we'll definitely see you getting it done at the road course next week.
Great job tonight, Josh.
Appreciate that, Greg and Chris.
Yeah, bud. All right, fans, let's go over the track results one more time here as I try to bring those up. 1 second here. Working on our track results, but for some reason it ain't playing along. Let's try this one. There we go. All right. Let's drop this thing over here. So we do have our race winner, Dylan, in that P1. Ty Cole in P2. Third place, Josh in that 46 truck. We got fourth place, Russ. Man, all these trucks in that, the 20 truck right there, battling it out tough. James Babb in the 44 truck. My man Greg's pick right there, getting it done. Oh man, and then got James Morris 18th, and he went through a couple of some tremendous adversity out there, but brought it back home in that 7th position. Got Zendel Collins here in the 49, out there battling it up tough in that 8th. 9th, Richard Mulligany in the 022, seen him out there get it done. 10th, Jeffrey. And of course, we have the 11th, Andrew Cody in 12th. Zach Goodwin 13th. Brandon in the 14th. Don Fish in the 15th. John Crow Sr. in the 16th. 17th is Shane Posey. Rounding this out is Patrick Rush in that 18th position. So we got again some awesome racing that was thrown down tonight, and more ahead of us. So very excited and stoked for the end of this thing. To see what we're gonna have to next week, of course. So, Greg, Tom, man, what did you guys think tonight? Pretty good. Everyone stoked?
I know. Hey, you know what? Like I said, these guys put on a great show tonight, and I look forward to next week. In anticipation of having an equally exciting race with these gentlemen here. They put on a good show, and of course, look forward to being here next race with NEXTGEN Broadcasting, doing this thing for Hung Throttle Motorsports.
Heck yeah, my man. And of course, having Blaze Pizza, always an honor on board, Wow.
Dude, hey, pleasure to be here.
Yes, so man, again, we can't thank you enough for all of your support in general, buddy, and just you alone for everything you have. And we'd like to really stoked to have you here and appreciate it. So we'll be seeing you Friday, all right?
Yep,
and
yep.
let's see, we're gonna see you in your car and getting it done. All right, so let's hope we bring you back.
I'm sorry for stepping over you, Chris, but I'm trying to get my paint scheme transferred onto a paint so I can properly, I should say, represent my sponsor. So that's in the works. I have a paint scheme. I just need to transfer to the NEXTGEN car. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze in your way.
Oh man, I'm curious to see. Is there gonna be a lot of toppings on this car? Just out of curiosity. I mean, we're gonna be able to take a guess.
I was thinking about a white top, but the meat lovers are pretty good too. So, but it it may be a build your own. So, like I said, I think I'm going to lean towards a build your own, and you guys will see what I have to debut on Friday.
Hey, well, I know this one, Greg. Hey, over there at Blaze, they build them fast, buddy.
Right. You're right, buddy.
They build them real fast.
Done.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Get it done right there. Tom, you were up on the screen here, bud. And, man, just want to holler at you. Thank you, of course, for your hard efforts and work. And give a little quick shout out to you because we got Tom here. He is the head chief over there, the gunny sarge in charge of Front Row iRacing. And we got Big Show heading us up here. We get to Michigan, I believe, yeah. And be getting it done.
Yeah, thanks again, Chris. And again, a lot of fun tonight. I really enjoyed watching these guys race. And just touch on real quick. So they are at Watkins Glen next week.
Okay.
For Hung Throttle. It's going to be 54 laps.
Ooh.
And it is the final race before their playoffs start. So,
yeah.
Got to keep that in mind, that winning you're in, maybe get a first-time winner this season, someone struggling but really good on road courses. This could be their chance to get in the playoffs, to try to get in that championship.
Absolutely. I mean, and it being a road course for the last race, ouch. Man, you better learn that dance, and you better learn that dance good. All right, folks. Definitely. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in to tonight's race. Still working on a few of our systems, but it does look as if the broadcast has made it through, and so now let's just worry about programming the rest of our stuff back in, and we're going to be dialed up and ready to rock. So we've been fighting programming issues for quite some time. We had a huge deal and wiped everything, and so now we're still rebuilding. So a few of the things that were missed tonight, that's going to be again, we're just tightening everything back up again, but we're on deck, and we're stoked, very, very stoked to be here to bring all this out to your fans. So, always thanking all of our fans out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Appreciate all the support, and especially from Blaze Pizza, FSM, Customs. We got Ramsey Cole Motorsports out there, and then of course E Sports Logo Designs doing amazing work out there as well. So awesome sponsors on board, really helping bring out these drivers and keeping the show alive. So, and without you folks, we'd just be doing this alone. So, but again, till next time, keep it pointed the right direction in life and in your car. And we'll see you soon. So stay tuned.
Great broadcast tonight.
A lot of fun. Oh, man. Great job, guys.
The sun, ocean, on an island where no one can find me. The sun, ocean, in the party just begun.